What is up, money people? Wealth Investopia. And I've got a headline that's going to make your jaw drop. Even Americans earning six figures say they're living paycheck to paycheck. You hear that? People raking in $100,000, even $200,000 a year, still broke. We're talking half of Americans making six figures are barely scraping by. And for you younger millennials and Gen Z crushing it, the number's even higher. Get this. More than one-third of folks earning $200K or more have $0 left at the end of the month. Sounds insane, right? A six-figure salary used to be the dream. Now, it's not even enough to shake off that financial anxiety. So what's really going on? Let's get 100% real. There are two big players in this game. The system problem and, yep, the you problem. The system problem versus the you problem. The system problem. Now the system problem? Oh, it's real, all right. We've got inflation acting like a hungry Pac-Man, gobbling up your savings, chomping away at your salary. Prices for everything were your house, your food, your gas. They've been on a rocket ship while wages are kind of puttering along in a biplane. The economy's doing a weird cha-cha. Things are slowing down, and let's be honest, the system, in many ways, is designed to profit when you're financially, well, let's say, uninformed. Banks? They love it when you're in debt. Corporations? They celebrate when you spend every last dime. The government? They often get a bigger slice when you're just an employee, because investors, they get tax breaks you don't. This isn't conspiracy, folks. This is just how the financial gears turn. The you problem. The tough love. Okay, so the system's got its issues. 100% true. But here's where the tough love comes in. If you're making $200,000 a year and you're still broke, something else is happening. Constantly blaming the system, the government, your boss, your landlord, your pet goldfish. It feels good for a second, right? But does it solve anything? Nope. Because while you're pointing that one finger out, there are three pointing right back at you. This is the you problem. And yeah, it's easier to see this when we're talking 200K, but the same principle applies if you're making 50K or 500K. Blaming everyone else won't fill your bank account. But taking control of this will, the lifestyle creep trap. So you're earning $200,000 a year. That's over $16,600 a month before taxes. Guess what that big number tells the banks? It tells them you're a great candidate for more debt. They'll happily lend you more for a bigger house, a flashier car, a higher credit card limit. Why? Because you're credit worthy. And this is where so many people get trapped. Everyone thinks, man, if I just made an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $30,000 a year, all my problems would vanish. But what actually happens? You bust your butt, get that raise, your salary goes boop, and your expenses, they don't just go boop with it, oh no. For many they go whoosh, because now you can afford more, so you buy more. More credit-worthy means more borrowing. And you're stuck in this cycle. Make more, spend more, make more, spend more. You never get ahead, never build wealth, never feel that sweet, sweet financial freedom. You hate your job? Can't leave. Want to take a vacation? Too expensive. And you can't get the time off. How are you ever going to relax, give your kids a head start, or just breathe? Understanding the game. Investors versus everyone else. It starts not by blaming this, but by taking care of this. Rule number one, I always teach. Understand how money works. Understand our economic system. And here's a painful truth pill. Our economic system doesn't really care about you as an individual employee or consumer. It's designed to profit. Period. More specifically, it's designed to benefit the investor. Now you might be thinking, ugh, those greedy rich investors. But hold on, you don't need a top hat and a monocle to be an investor. Got an extra $100? Congrats, you can be an investor. Being an investor just means taking some of your money and instead of just saving it, where inflation eats it, or spending it, poof, it's gone. You're putting it to work to make more money. Overcoming investment paralysis. The donut analogy. I know. Investing sounds overwhelming. Which stock? What brokerage? Am I going to lose it all? It feels like standing at the bottom of Mount Everest in flip-flops. But think of it like this. Imagine you're 50 pounds overweight and want to get healthy. Do you spend weeks researching the absolute perfect keto, paleo, vegan, intermittent fasting, unicorn tier diet? Or do you maybe, just maybe, start by putting down the donuts and going for a walk? You just start. That first step. Maybe next you walk a bit faster or on an incline. Then maybe you try picking up some weights. You don't need to be a pro bodybuilder on day one. Just move. As you get more comfortable, you learn more. You try new things. Maybe get a trainer. Money is the same. It's so easy to get bogged down. Real estate, stocks, ETFs, index funds, individual stocks, dividends, growth. The reason most people stay broke isn't because they make the wrong investments. It's because they make no investments. You will make mistakes. You'll have screw-ups. It's part of learning, but you can't get to the next level without starting. Your first steps to financial control. So, step numero uno. I don't care if you make $20,000 or $2 million a year, you gotta stop spending all your money. How? Find a way to have more income than expenses. Maybe you earn more, side hustle, ask for a raise. Maybe you cut back expenses, ditch subscriptions you don't use, cook at home more. Maybe you do both. If you spend everything you earn, or worse, more than you earn, you will never build wealth. Why? Because wealth is built by investing. And how do you invest? You need extra money. So first things first. 1. Emergency fund. Before anything else, save up at least $2,000 for those oh crap moments. Life happens $2,000 emergency fund. 2. Crush high-interest debt, credit card debt, payday loans. That 25% interest is eating you alive financially. Pay that down aggressively before you seriously think about investing. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a fire hose, blasting a hole in the bottom. Simple investing strategies for beginners, the ABB method. Okay, emergency fund set, high-interest debt tackled. Now we can talk investing, and it's simpler than you think. 1. Open a brokerage account. Google best online stock brokerages. Find one you like that's low cost. Can show a few well-known logos like Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, M1 Finance, Webull. Make it clear these are examples, not endorsements. Link it to your bank account. Easy. 2. What to invest in. This is where people freeze. Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, which one is the one? Look, unless you love spending your weekends reading financial statements and earnings reports, and hey, some people do, picking individual stocks can be a tough game. For most people, especially starting out, a better approach might be investing in the broad market. There are funds called ETFs, exchange-traded funds, that let you do this. Disclaimer: not financial advice. Investing involves risk. Do your own research. Past performance is not indicative of future results. For example, not telling you what to buy, just examples. OVTI. This is an ETF that basically lets you invest in the entire U.S. stock market. If the market goes up, your fund generally goes up. Market down, fund down. Simple. OSPY or VOO. These track the S&P 500, the 500 largest companies in the U.S. Think Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. If one of these big companies starts to tank, the fund often kicks it out and replaces it. You don't have to do a thing. The key here is a strategy, and my favorite for this kind of investing, ABB. Always be buying. Markets go up, markets go down. Recessions happen. We've had like 16 in the last 100 years. Market crashes happen, over 25 in the last 100 years. That's more than 2 a decade. It's normal. With ABB, you set up an automatic transfer. Every week, every 2 weeks, every month, money gets pulled from your checking and invested into your chosen funds, and you don't turn it off. Recession hits, Keep buying. Market tanks and everyone's panicking? Keep buying. In fact, when things are on sale, that's when smart investors often buy more aggressively. It's hard. Your gut screams, sell. But long term, these dips can be amazing opportunities. Look, school teaches you to be an employee. Our system rewards investors. So you got to work as an employee to earn your salary, then turn that salary into investment money. That means not spending it all to fuel the system. Fuel yourself. Get started simply, like we talked about. Then, as you learn, maybe you explore individual stocks, real estate, startups. But start. Get control of your salary, no matter how much it is. Because we've seen the numbers, more money doesn't magically mean more savings. You have to make it happen. Yes, the system has flaws. Cry about it for 5 minutes. Then, take control. Turn your income into assets. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a get-wealthy-for-real system. But it takes work, dedication, and what I call the decade of sacrifice. 10 years of smart earning, disciplined spending, and aggressive investing. The time will pass anyway. Might as well be wealthy at the end of it, right? Being wealthy means your investments make enough money to cover your expenses, so working becomes a choice, not a necessity. You can do this. It starts today. It starts with you. Thanks for watching Money Minds. If you got value from this, smash that like button, subscribe for more financial education, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And let me know in the comments, what's one step you're going to take this week to get control of your finances? I read them all. Until next time, keep hustling, and I'll see you in